We had to go into the dollar store to grab some soap stuff. And we're just walking through there. I like to kind of like walk through there. Michael's, um, what is the Joanne's, um, all the Halloween stuff. This is my favorite time of the year. So, welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia as well as Princess Makala and Niana. So, anyway, we're walking through dollar store, and I was like, wow, the dollar store is not the dollar store anymore. Um, and we saw on the bottom shelf these pictures. There's one like this. There's another one that says the witch is in. There's another one that said come and sit for a spell. But I like this one because wouldn't you like to know? And it kind of reminds me of Bewitch because she's got one eye where she blinks it. You know, she does her little blink. And I was like, she's like, yeah. So I just totally fell in love with this. It has a little flip stand thing on the back so you can sit it out. So I said, yes, Halloween time. So I fell in love with that. I said, oh my God, that's so cute. Now, the reason why I said dollar store is not dollar store anymore, that was $5. And I was like, wow, that's $5. Oh, well, I like it. I mean, $5 for this one. So it was just so cute. It was really cute. So today now I don't know, today I feel like I'm in Saturday. I really do. I feel like I'm in Saturday. There's just some weirdness going on. I feel like I'm in Saturday. So we're in the red spectrum moon. Today is the 10/4. It is a Friday. We had that portal day yesterday. I dissolved in order to purify, releasing flow. I sealed the process of universal water with the spectral tone of liberation. Yes, I am guided by my own power double. The color is red, the planet is Mercury, the chakra is the root, and the earth family is the gateway. So I'm not going to talk about the room today. I'm going to go into once the physical body is sufficiently purified, then it can open to receive the cellular molecular systems of the fourth and the fifth dimension bodies. This creates the cellular transformation or transmutation. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Well, no, maybe I should do this. I think this rune that I'm looking at, hold on a second. I'm going to pull it up. I think this rune I'm looking at is going to kind of be a little bit on, because today is Friday, and it really does feel like a Saturday to me. So let me see if I can see what this is. Let me see. Let me see. I'm just going to roll it and see what the one is. It feels like a strange, okay. Oh, maybe we might need to talk about this. Okay, hold on. Like, oh, I look at it, I know, oh. Never mind. We might need to talk about this one. Oh my God. I don't know about all of you, but I am just. Earlier, they had like these weird looking clouds come in. It got really weird looking. And then it got really super hot. Like we were baking in the oven. And I said, wow. Now, I know what Puerto Rico feels like when you get off the plane and there's no air. And it's that kind of atmosphere. That's what it turned into. And I said, wow, this is, woo. There was no air moving, nothing. It was just baking. Like it was just keeping us in that baking. So I'm just like, oh, God. So let's kind of move. Here we go. I'm like, where is it? Okay, this one is called the Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. Okay, remember this one? Okay. This is the wisdom, mystery of death, mystery of life and death, passing through a gateway. Didn't we just go through a gateway? And a portal yesterday? So this is all about the tree of life and death, yet the death is not final. It is the transition, a gateway through which we must pass to birth something new. As with all new life requires sacrifice, the leaving behind of something old makes space for what is to come. Hold on one second. I heard a vehicle. Okay. All right. So this is where today is Friday. We got a lot going on. We have a lot of energy spinning in the ethers. And I find this really interesting because one of my practitioners had sent me a message this morning because we were working on some healing things that came up for her. And so when I was talking to her, I said, no, let's go back. Let's take a look at where this might be coming up. And so I'm on the phone with her, and I'm kind of quiet because I'm asking, how far back does she have to go to clear this energy that just came up? And I'm seeing flashes of 100,000, 150, 200,000, 250, and it kept going. And I said, oh, yeah. Oh. And then finally it went 300,000, and it was like boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh crap. So I said, no. She goes, hello? I go, the numbers are still moving. Okay, finally got a number for you. We're going to go back 300,000 something years. And she goes, oh my God. So she did that. And then she left a beautiful message. Now, the message was in Signal. So she left me a message. And she says, oh my gosh. This ties into what she experienced, where that part of herself had died, and she literally felt it and witnessed the birth of her new self coming in and leaving out of the old shell. She says she's never experienced anything like that before in her life. And her old shell just like gave way, and the new essence of herself came forward. And I said, yes. So looking at this rune, and I was like, oh, we're not going to wear it. But now looking at it, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, that's what this is all about, is going through the gateway of self. America's going through a gateway. We are going through a gateway individually. There's a lot of gateway. Okay? There's a lot of going into that part of ourselves, releasing, and then making that final transition out of what no longer serves. This is what we're all going to be feeling and going on to. And it's going to be that experience of when you wake up, it's going to be like everything's different. the life that you used to know, the life that you used to feel, the things that were connected to it is going to be entirely different, because that shows that release. I really want you to think about this. What your life would be like to totally unwind from all that you were put into and indoctrinated into. What if you were just totally 100% just pulled out of that? And then you're left with this newness of yourself, like literally born again, but in the true divine essence of who you really are, not who you were born to be, how you were made to be by your parents, fitting in at your with your friends, your jobs, what people wanted you to be like for them, or in society, fitting into society's definition of what you're supposed to be like at this age, what you're supposed to be like at this age. You should have this and this at this age. You should have this and this at this age. If you don't have this at this age is going to get screwed up, and then you're messed up in this age because you didn't complete it over here in this age, because you didn't fit in. But what if you got pulled out of all of that? Wouldn't that be the reaping? Wouldn't that be the taking out of it? Wouldn't that be the great harvest out of the old, and then be suspended into the newness of what you design it to be? What you design it to be, what you call it in to be. Now, yesterday, I want to send my love out to Priestess Aset, and she had a powerful message she delivered yesterday, and I could feel her frustration. I could feel what she was saying. And then when her face went into that space, and then she went into the and I said, oh, I've never seen her just go straight into that. And then the spirits were in there talking to her right there. And I was like, wow, look at that. So there's this part of how we all are done, and we're all feeling it, and we're all saying, you step in, and one of the things is her love and joy of that. Thank you for the love hearts. Is she says we have to speak from our divine Heka. We have to use our Heka. And I said, oh, hell yes. So last night, when you get your, this all ties into what I'm going to be talking about today. So last night, I picked the time to take my wands and to to charge them up. Okay, to charge them up and to have the bond with the wands. It's like if you got a sword. You take the sword and you're going to bond with your sword, and you take that sword and you become one with it. It becomes one with you. Wand is no different, just used in a different way. So I found myself, it was the most interesting, powerful moment of where you just quiet. I made it very simple. I had one candle, I had the water, I had the salt, and I had sage going. And this is maybe 10 o'clock at night. And I'm just in the space of, I'm going to charge them up now. And I'm going to have the signature and imprint on them. Okay. So I did that, and it was so powerful because each one, like I said, each one has its own tree codes. Okay, has its own codes, has its own tree codes. So here I am. I'm like doing the charging it up and bringing it. And the part that really, when you work with a wand and you're bonding with it, you want to make sure you take that wand and you're tapping on the crown, you're tapping on third eye, tapping on your throat. You bring it to the heart and give it heartbeats. You bring it to your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, and to your feet. Then you bring it back up, and then you say either your spirit name or your medicine name, and you say it as you bring the wand straight down in front of you, and you speak upon the wand your name, and then you give the kiss to the tip of the wand. So that is the imprint that you bonded with the wand, so that it will bond with you. Okay. So when I did that, and I said, now this is definitely old, ancient way that I'm doing this, because it was not written in anything in a book where it said to do it like that. I didn't realize. I just went into this space. I saw an outline how I wanted to do it, how to read it, da 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 da. But something else changed where I was in a different space, and it's like I'd done it before. And each one represented that tree, but I was in that time with that tree when I did it. So like if that one came from the tree in Africa, I was in Africa. If that came from Brazil or South America, I was in South America. It was so incredibly powerful. So when we unite and bring in that divine Heka, and we speak for that, and then you go back 300,000 years to unwind, undo something, that's very powerful healing. And that is the core part of rebirthing of the self, right there. When you just take yourself out of that. So in that process, I'm all like, okay, so I finished that, and then I wasn't ready to go to sleep yet. I had to still write that symbol down, and I needed to put it on different paper. So here's the symbol that came to me in the medicine bath. So I want you to look at it and just take it in. You see that? Just feel how that feels. Okay. So when I was drawing this, I was seeing the East Coast. Excuse me. When I was drawing this, I was seeing the negative EMF waves being pushed out, being neutralized. When I was drawing this, I was seeing the sun, the moons uniting, bringing stability inward, and then sending out the codes in all directions, straight across the United States. That's what I was feeling. And then this was the diamond that expands itself to move out all undivine energy that is not supposed to be here, to expand it out, to push it out, okay? Leaving the center the spirit, the true divinity energy here. Okay. So when I felt it, and I was just like, wow, these are those 3 states that are affected that creates this right here. That's why I was seeing that. Okay, that makes sense. And then seeing this, how it expands out. Okay. So I said, okay, well, how does the star codes fit into this? And I thought this was really cool. So the star codes that we're going to be a part of is going to be this one, Aquarius. Okay. The next star code is going to be this one, the Gratitude. The next star code is going to be Libra, the Balance. And the final one is Nubula, Self-Trust. I think humanity is in a place where the struggle has been the greatest is to self-trust yourself, to trust yourself, and to be in that knowingness. So when you're calling in the spirit of clarity, and calling in the spirit of intuition and sight and connection to these, that is where you build that trust in the self, that higher self connection. So everyone just get comfortable, and I'm going to take you back 300,000 years. All you have to do is just say to your soul self, your higher self, we need to go back 300,000 years. Just start saying it to yourself right now. We need to go back 300,000 years. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Taking a nice deep breath. I know, I just jump right in, don't I? Breathe. Close your eyes. Take a journey with me. Take a journey into the tone. Unwind the mind. Feel the liberation stepping forward, expanding into the consciousness of the cosmos. Unwind your mind. Be no mind. Be no mind. Find yourself. No mind. Unwind the mind. And just allow yourself to be expanding in breath. Exhaling out and expanding into the breath of self as you expand into the beautiful cosmos. Breathe. Be no mind. And move into the beautiful star constellation of Aquarius. Sit in the center where you can see the star constellation of Capricorn. And see in the distance the star constellation of Libra. And then see the one true bright blue star, Nubia, Nubura. Breathe. Go back 100,000 years ago. Go back 200,000 years ago. Finally, go back to 300,000 years ago. Hold in that 300 years, 300,000 years ago. Hold in that space. Take a deep breath here. Be at that 300,000 years. And at this place, just being in the space of that. You're not looking for anything. If something shows up, you can see it for what it is. You don't have to interact with it. Just be. Breathe. And in this 300,000 years, let's unwind and remove and transmute all diseases. And simply by you saying, I am releasing this and transmuting all diseases. Give yourself permission and allow yourself to move that out of your space. You can do this by commanding it so. Let's clear out all fear and trauma that was 300,000 years ago. What was that like? Let's just release it and transmute that energy. Transmute it. We're going to transmute that timeline and clear it. Transmute. This expands whether it was here on Earth or on a different planet. It's just moving things out that the soul itself might have encountered. Anything that was within the nervous system, in the DNA, the RNA, the mitochondria, the nucleus, the electrons, the protons, the cytoplasm, all of the parts that makes a cell, whatever is there that needs to be transmuted, let's just release it now. Give yourself permission to release whatever it is that is there, that is not for the highest good of who you are right now. And breathe that in. Just be in that space and let the star codes come in of Aquarius, the Capricorn, and Libra star codes. And Nibiru, activating that deeper self-trust. Bringing in that deeper self-trust. Uniting with that. And now just see everything. Just ask the question of anything that's back in this timeline of 300,000 years ago, no matter what it is, where you were, what you look like, anything that's out of balance, you now can say, I asked to put everything back into balance. Move it out, whatever was out of balance, to transmute that energy. And any contracts, soul contracts that I'm facing right now that might have traveled or I come in contact with, that was back at 300,000 years ago. I ask now to transmute those contracts. If they were not for my highest good. And just breathe. And now at this point, just ask your higher self, is there anything else that's out of balance that needs to be unwind? And just simply say, let's transmute and move that energy out. And now let's bring in the energy of the higher connection as we come back forward from the 300,000, 200,000, 100,000, coming forward. And coming into the present time where you are right now. And let's just initiate and activate joy, happiness, balance, clarity, self-trust, self-love, compassion of self, compassion of others, freedom, healthy, abundance, prosperous, prosperity. Let's just activate that. Let's divinely align through the frequency and the vibration of that. Divinely align. And let's anchor into the higher timelines, the higher positive timelines, the higher divine source timelines, the higher timelines on Mother Earth, the positive timelines of Mother Earth, the new Earth timelines. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath, exhale out, activate the transmission. Activate the star codes. And any light codes that are sitting in your astral, in your etheric, your subtle body field, your auric field. Let's just bring those in. Let those be activated for the highest good. No, no, I did that. Stop. And breathe that in. And now allow yourself to just come back into this space, knowing that everything that you just unraveled is being transmuted out of the crown, out of the third eye, out of the throat chakra, out of the heart, out of the solar plexus, the sacral, the root, out of the ethers, out of the subtle bodies, your mental, your physical, your emotional, and your spiritual self. Breathe that in. Taking one big deep breath. Exhale it out. And allow this beautiful diamond white light energy that's right above your head as it comes down through the crown, comes all the way down through the center of the body, expanding through the chest, expanding the heart space as it drops down into the center part of the body, all the way down the legs, down to the bottom of the feet, dropping into the earth star, and finally into the water star. As it hits the water star, feel the water, bring it back up all the way through the feet, through the center of the body, through the heart space, up through the throat, up through the third eye, up through the crown as it moves into the spirit chakra, universal, galactic, and finally into the divine source gateway, anchoring, and finally dropping back down all the way back into the center of the heart. Breathe here, exhaling out, expand, and release. Drop it down. Feeling that grounded centerness. Feel that connection. And when you are ready, you will open your eyes gently as it gaze, bringing awareness to your fingertips and your feet. And be back now. Okay, so I want to see what's going to happen when you go to sleep tonight. What do you feel? What are you feeling? And then when you wake up, how do you feel? What do you feel? What do you see? Okay. And pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the messages that you receive, the colors. Is there symbols? Is there shapes? What is it? Pay attention to that. Okay. Is there any question that you might have right now before I bring this to a close? If everyone is good, good job. Did you feel that? Let me ask that question. Did you feel that? Did you feel it? Cosmic Flower. Hey, Cosmic Flower. Thank you. No questions. Have a good night. All right, Cosmic. Good to see you, darling. I'm glad you're okay. I hope you're being safe. Good, good, good. So I think this is really interesting that this was an 11 constellation here. Hey, Shay. Hi. Yes, I did. It was beautiful. And then the last card was an 11 energy also, because it was a 38. Lord have mercy. It's trying to fly out my hand. It was a 38. Okay. So 11. So both 11s, 11s. Thank you. I missed you. Where you been? I'm right here. you got signal. Wait, do you have signal? Did you ever get signal? Okay, I can't remember. But no, I'm right here. You can always leave messages at 777 I am the love spirit 3 at gmail.com, or go to galacticspirallight.com and leave a message. I'll get that. Couldn't set up signal. Oh yeah, I got you. Hey, there's another one called Wire, Wire. That's light signal. Might be a little bit easier. So they've worked out all their logistics or their bugs. But yeah, you definitely can look me up there. I'm not doing a lot on Facebook or Instagram. Instagram has heavily been infiltrated with a lot of people trying to take down other people's pages and use them nefariously for making money and messing up people's businesses and stuff. You know what? I feel sorry. No, hold on a second. I misspoke. I don't feel sorry. For if you are consciously doing people wrong at this time, in the timelines that we're sitting in, and you are imprinting that energy only has one place to come back to, and that would be you, if you're doing someone wrong. So all you out there thinking that you gonna mess up somebody's account, pretend like you're them and all that, you might have just stepped into something that might follow your ass for 7 years, maybe even longer. You picked the wrong time to be messing around on people like that. And then you'll be wondering why you can't get your life straight because you did people wrong. So then you're going to have to go clean it up and make it right with whoever you did that wrong to. And how you brought your energy and messed up things on them. Just because you wanted to. So think about that. All those people, I only work with people through my webpage. That's how you get in contact with me. You're not going to see me sending you some message, hey, do you want a reading today? Da, da, da. No, I don't do that. Hell, I take my time. I got to figure who you are first before I even do any work for you. Because I got to make sure you're sitting right. Because if you're not going to do that. Because that's the name of the game now. So I want each and every one of you to have a good rest of your evening. I am in love with my wands. I can't state. I'll show you one of them. Just one. Let's see. I'll show this one. This is a custom made one. This is her work. This is what she does, Cindy. I left that information on yesterday's video. And this is one. She made this one during the last eclipse we had, the lunar one. And when she sent me the info of when she made this, I was just like, what? She goes, yeah. I was in with my swamp light and I was on the back part of my house getting the wood and I was cutting it. And yeah, this one, yeah. This one takes care of business. Yeah. Yeah, I'm worse than Gandalf. You will not pass, nor will you see the light of day to pass there. I'm going to make sure you're not going to come in and mess it all up. No, take your evil ass somewhere else. So, I want to just say something. If you haven't figured it out yet, I am a Capricorn that has a very dry sense of humor, and I say it like it is. But in all beauty and honor of each and every person's soul, I mean no disrespect. But I do say it like it is to those that are hurting people for no reason. Okay? I do say it like it is. And I don't have no problem speaking up to someone about that. So I'm just, I think we've had enough stuff happening to all of us, and everyone needs to be respected. And it's all about you standing your truth, I stand in my truth. No one has a right to come and take that away from you. No one has a right to tell you you can't talk. You can't say that. You know, I don't care what platforms are doing what, when, where, and why. The day when we bow down and we forget who we are and we give up our power and we release the essence of who we are to that deity, that negative deity, that negative AI energy, that negative theys, thams, those things, you have lost yourself. And it's going to take forever to find your light and to come back. This is why it is Be Soul Light. And it's only spelled with one L for a reason. It shows unity of the soul and light. That's why there's one L. Okay? It shares. The soul and light are one. Be your soul light. Be your soul light. When I got that word, I was in a shower. That was like, what? How many years ago? Damn, when was that? Well, I started this channel in 2018. So maybe around there, 2017. Yeah, because I remember when I was told what it was, Be So Light and how to spell it. I was like, oh, okay. And then I was all about, oh, I got to put this on the back of my car, on my license plate holder. So I had a guy make that for me and put it on the back of my car. So when we talk about being a Be So Light tribe member here, it's out of the respect. I see your light. I see your light. I see you. And if your light is not shining bright enough, you need to see yourself. And you need to stand in yourself. And you need to love and respect and honor yourself. And if you can't love and respect and honor yourself, how the hell do you expect others to do that to you? Exactly. So when you're standing in your light of yourself, you're being so light. That's why I do what I do. And like I said, I keep it real. So tomorrow, we will dive into, now, you know, I have problems. You know, I have crystal and card problems. So we're going to dive into this one. We're going to dive into this one. And then we're going to dive into this one, the final one. I'm pretty sure this is not her last one, but I was just really shocked. This is what happens when you're on that manifestation, you're tapped in to your passion, you keep going. You're riding the momentum. You're not stopping. You stay on the momentum, you keep going. Okay? Some of us, we do a little bit and then you turn around, you tap out. This ain't no wrestling match. Next person come in, please. No, you still in. Don't be tapping out. So tomorrow, we're going to do more of the Pleiadian, and we're going to talk about the star codes again. And I really, really hope you do show up tomorrow. I'll try to come on a little earlier because I really want to see how you felt this. Because I was like, okay, star codes. How do you activate that? Well, it's already in everybody's DNA. And I said, okay, well, just initiate the patterns and send it. And I said, oh, like Ricky. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I look forward to seeing all of you lovely souls tomorrow. And let's see how everything starts unfolding. Okay, pay attention to those timelines that are falling away. Don't be in fear. Hold true in your light, because each one of us are holding light in certain places so others can remember who they are and have their strength of themselves. Okay? All right. All right, lovely. Remember, wouldn't you like to know? I love it. Love Halloween. All right, lovelies. I will talk to you tomorrow. Be so light. Be true to yourself and be in your light. Be divine. Be sovereign. Be in your power. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love to you. 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 love hearts back to all of you. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourselves. See you tomorrow.